So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Italy have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Towering header! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Dembele, sir.
Oh no, this does not look good! And that's gone loose. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Drogba gets into a good position. And here's Yamal, tries to pass it through. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Ibrahimovic, so no flag here. Cruyff skims one in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Played into space. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mirasol, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Plays it in low. That's an excellent interception.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right.
Oh, what a mistake! Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Cruyff. Good read, needed to be. Guardiola.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's had it taken off him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Cruyff. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cruyff cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the shot! Goal, Italy! And there is your opener. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
He's had a shot! And the keeper read that really well.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Some resolute defending there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Stood up well to him there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Alvarez. And here's Drogba. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's tidy. Chance here to counter. Great vision. Dembele. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. And here's Drogba. And he's Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't...
And that is indeed the final act. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Mirasol will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And he's going for goal! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. Nicely spread. Yamal has the space to skip. Bullish header! Off the post! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Alvarez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And it's been taken short, and he's had it nicked away. Italy have the chance to go the other way. Vitinha. Dembele is fouled. And it's Cruyff. Vieira. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Hazard. Roberto Carlos. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Hazard. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos. And a chance! Goal, Italy! And they've got their lead back. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have movement on both benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lee Kang-in. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Vinicius Junior quietly revving up. Zanetti.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, that was vital. Platini.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's been played through. Romero calmly anticipates. That's Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's Azar. It's Azar! And he nearly went all the way.
Hazard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Bellingham opts for safety. Bergkamp. Saliba is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has a look up. Where it came. Big chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Italy have their second corner now. They want to be quick to recover this.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Cross needs to be good. And that is expertly dealt with. Juve.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great ball if he can get there. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Platini. And here's Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
Roberto Carlos. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's been drilled in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Suarez. And here's Eto'o. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Azar. Lee Kang-in. Platini. And that's been won straight back. That pass has been well intercepted. Out of play for a goal kick. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That has found him in acres of space. Getting up there! And there goes their last chance. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and